Hey, good morning, Franklin Schools. It's the 9 a.m. update with Dr. C. A couple things that are happening in and around the district today. One, we have food distribution again. I want to say a special thank you to Jill Overton and all of the team behind the scenes putting together those 600 plus bags of items for our kids to make sure they can eat. And remember, that's anybody 18 and under can eat. Through our food program. Also, coming up on Thursday, Cub Pantry's picking up the charge for the food over spring break. And I know Kim Sperling has a lot of volunteers wanting to help. If you have an interest in that, or you know someone who needs food, please reach out to Kim and she can point you in the right direction. We are continuing to hear from the local churches that they want to know if anybody needs any item. So please also email Kim or myself and we'll get those to the local churches. They're continuing to be great partners with us, and we want to just make sure everyone in Franklin's taken care of. Speaking of taking care of, you guys are doing a great job of taking care of our kids during this instructional phase of virtual learning. Boy, in such a short period of time, you guys have flipped the world. We're connecting with kids. I get to hear a lot about the many faces on the screen as you're holding a mini lesson or an activity that's coming up, or even an assessment that's planned for later in the week. Thank you very much for all you're doing to make this virtual world engaging. And you truly are making it an engaging experience. Well done, Franklin Schools. Also, looking at partnerships that we're creating, we're going to have a blood drive during this COVID-19 era. We are partnering with the Indiana Blood Bank to support that lifeline. And it's going to be on April the 8th at Franklin Community Middle School Auxiliary Gym. We'll have more information both through the email and through the website about this. There will be sign up. There'll be extra precautions to make sure nobody has a temperature, make sure nobody's feeling ill during that time frame. But we want to make sure we are able to help people that need this. So if that's something you're interested in, look for more information, but circle the date, April the 8th. It's going to be an all-day event, I believe, and there'll be sign-ups coming. So thank you, Robin Betts and Jeff Sewell, for pulling off and organizing that for us. I know people continue to ask, like, what date are we coming back? And just a reminder that it is circled right now for May 1st. But I want to just kind of let everybody know we are looking at what would it be if we didn't come back? And I'll just tell you right now, if we don't come back to school on May 1st, I'm looking at May 13th would be our last day of school for us. I know a lot of people want to know what's that look like and how does that feel and what about all the other activities. We'll continue to think about that. But right now, this is just for teachers to begin thinking about what would the end look like if we don't get to come back. I'll have more details after spring break, but we will be sharing what the end of the year would look like for us. Also, we are canceling some of the items that we would have had on for gatherings, like culture committee retreat in Bloomington is being canceled at this point. We'll pick back up at some other time. But we want to make sure that we're just being good stewards and keeping people close to home. And I know that when the summer does come and normal life picks back up again, people are going to want to connect with their families and in a way that is special. And I want to make sure that we're honoring that. Speaking of family, I'm sure glad we're in this together. We'll continue to work on the little baubles that come with either websites that are getting blocked or whatever. And speaking of websites getting blocked, did you know that we have kids that search places they shouldn't? Well, today I'm going to do a digital citizen etiquette video for all of our kids to let them know what we're doing. I've had a lot of suggestions. Maybe I'll rap it. Maybe I'll do it in lyric form. But I'll do something kind of fun and creative to remind the kids that we are watching. We do not want them to go to sites, but if you could remind them in your Google Classroom about etiquette, and then maybe when we come back on April 13th, if everybody could do a quick mini lesson about what is it like to be a good citizen in this virtual world, that would be truly appreciated. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for what you're doing, and I'll see you at 5 o'clock.